It's rehearsal time.
Hey, Father, come on up here with Mom.
Troy, give him a kiss and a hug.
Hi there.
I'm gonna be at Tiggy. Take it. Take it.
Door number one. Door number one.
What goes on in a Jewish temple in suburban California on a Saturday night in June? And we are choosing selected members of the audience at random, more or less, to find out their opinions about various subjects that might be of interest back home. Would you please, first of all, identify yourself to the viewers?
Sure. My name is Joe.
Joe, nice to have you here tonight. Joe, do you think the institution of marriage has a future in the United States?
Oh, I certainly do. And I think this type of wedding in particular has a great future and also has a great history. You'll notice there's a lot of nicely dressed people and a lot of rented clothing, good-looking people. And I think the people back in, what is it, Woonsocket?
Just go ahead, never mind.
Yeah, I think they'll enjoy it immensely. Look at this beautiful carpeting. I personally forgot my yarmulke, and I'm a little embarrassed, so you'll see me standing with the hand right on
your hand on your head the whole time.
Yeah, that's
well,
right.
I think God would have wanted it that way if he could have said
certainly
anything
would
about
have.
it.
Thank you very much, and it's nice to be part of the wedding party.
It's a crowd of people. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Through a special arrangement tonight, we are on live cable television in Rhode Island, and we have selected a few members of the crowd at random in order to ask their opinions about certain subjects of the day and night. Remembering, of course, that you are speaking...
I'm not a working member of the press. What?
Well, that'll
I have
define
a
you
few
as more or
days
less
off.
of a member of the press. In the lower right-hand corner, by the way, folks, you'll see folks making the deaf-mute signs. Don't let that bother you at all.
For the hard of hearing?
Let me just ask you one question, basically, and you can just riff off it. Do you think the institution of marriage has a future in this country?
What?
All right, thank you very much. Jim, come on. Yes. So far, we've only been able to talk to friends of the groom.
Uh-oh.
But now we want to get in some of the friends of the bride.
Hey, he doesn't have a yarmulke either.
Excuse me, but
Yes, I shouldn't laugh into the microphone, right?
no, you can laugh any place you want into the microphone out of it.
Okay.
What do you think about the future of marriage as an institution in the United States?
Well, I've done it for 7 years, and so
You've done what for 7 years?
I've been married for
Oh, been
7
married for
yeah.
7 years. You see, there's a difference between doing it and being married.
No, there isn't. I guess. I think that the future of marriage in America will be fine if people like Joanne and Fred get married.
Very nicely said. The ceremony is about to start. We'll be back after sports and weather. Welcome to tonight's episode of Disco Bridegroom. Our first contestant is on my left. Say hello to Fred Green.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Fred, these are the last moments, of course, before your first marriage. And
Yeah.
I wanted you to sort of share with the audience out there a few of your impressions of how it's been up to this point in your life. You know, whatever you can get in 30 seconds.
All right, my first impression is a bridegroom before the ceremony. My second impression is a bridegroom during the ceremony. I gotta go potty.
I guess that's it, folks.
Here we are. It's a wonderful Saturday night. The ceremony of Joanne Rosenzweig and Fred Green has just completed. The people are coming out here to where the champagne is being served. I see a sea of white and black yarmulkes. Also people looking very happy. We have somebody right here from the wedding party that we'd like to talk to. These two are two of the younger people in the Green Rosenzweig wedding. Could you give us your name, please?
I'm Randy Teradash, and that's my sister, Joy Teradash.
Would you say hello, Joy?
Joy, say hello. No. She's too busy.
Okay, where are you from?
Los Angeles.
So you came up just for the wedding?
Yes.
And are you related to Fred Green?
Yeah, I'm his nephew.
Can you remember a funny story that you know about your Uncle Fred? Give us a little funny story. Can you remember anything about Fred when you were growing up?
Not really so funny, though.
Well, tell us a sad one then. I'm just kidding. Give us a little story. Can you tell us anything about Fred?
Okay, take this.
Fred Green hasn't done much in his life, as you can tell. His youngest nephew can't remember one story about Fred, be it humorous or serious. So we're going to go on and talk to somebody else, find out more about this Fred Green, and of course, Joanne. Okay, we're going to talk to more of the wedding party right now. Excuse me, can we talk to you for just a second?
Of course you can.
This was please come here.
Yes.
This is some of the lovelier part of the wedding parties right here. Could you give us your names just for the record?
Sandra Green Teradash, Fred's one and only sister.
Congratulations. This is Fred's sister.
This is my daughter, Marnie.
I'm Marnie.
Marnie, how are you?
Fred's first niece.
Fred's first niece. Can you tell us, just for the record, a little story about Fred?
Yes, my favorite story about Fred is when he moved in with us. Marnie was about 6, 7 years old. Randy, our son, was about 3 years old. And he lived with us, and his upbringing before then was a very carefree upbringing. Our dear Bubbie didn't have him do much at home. When he moved in with us, his responsibility was to empty the garbage. He didn't like doing that. So I thought I'd get him one day, and I took the garbage after 3 days of him not emptying it, and I put it in his bedroom, closed the windows, closed the doors, and left it there for about 8 hours.
You stinker.
Ah, no, the room was a stinker.
Door number one.
How about that, Fred Green?
Fred came home and he opened up his door. Fred has emptied the garbage ever since. He's wonderful at emptying garbage.
Fred is a good boy and a great garbage man. Thank you very much.
He owes it to me.
To his one and only sister.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Right now we're going to interview the groom himself. Fred Green, could you come over here, please?
No, Fred's
this
my
is
brother.
Fred Green. This is the guy who just got married, and what a punum on this kid. How you changed out of the white tux?
Well, once is enough.
Really, this is Fred's brother. We just talked with Fred's sister. Fred's brother. Tell us a little bit about the ceremony. How did you feel?
Very happy for my brother. Very happy for the family. I love him, and I love my new sister.
Great. Could you tell us where you rented that tux?
Budget rent-a-tux, no. Fred, what is this, a commercial for them? Is this part of the deal?
It is now. You get 10% off if you mention the name by heart. Budget rent-a-tux. Thank you very much. This is Fred's brother. Okay, this is a beautiful looking punch and a wonderful looking display. Can we have your name, please?
My name is Karine Osicki.
Karine Osicki.
Right,
Karine, what's the name of the catering company?
CC Cuisine.
Repeat that.
CC Cuisine.
CC Cuisine. And what is in this punch?
Okay, there's lemonade, orange juice, tonic, club soda, and 7-Up.
You couldn't get drunk on that, could
No.
you?
This is a soft punch.
A very soft punch.
Right.
You can tell how soft it is. It actually, the finger goes right in.
Absolutely.
Hey, have you done a lot of weddings before?
Yes, lots of weddings. This is our second party today. We had 3 today. This is the second one I've worked.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Karine. Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Speaking now with the man who finally married Joanne Rosenzweig. Chris. Oh. Well, the guy who attempted to marry Fred Green. No, wait. Who married who today?
Guilty of attempted murder, I confess.
There's going to be mass murder tonight?
There's going to be mass.
Hey, is that a rented like this one?
Speaking of the microphone.
Yes, it is.
Do you sell ice cream or what? Fred, how long do you intend to stay married? Chris, how long do they intend to stay married?
We have to look at this in 2 years? Hi, Ma. Oh, no, forget it.
Welcome to
Let's
the
be
Twilight
serious
Zone,
now,
Fred.
okay? Can we be spiritual for a moment? How'd you feel up there?
I was soaking wet. I was just
You really
from the top down.
Got any Valium on you?
Any Valium in you?
Yes. No, I got a little bit of
some
wine,
champagne?
but I think it's the Manischewitz. It's the
Chris,
cheap
how
stuff.
did you feel about Fred being up there?
No, come on, don't pursue this, please, because
Thanks
we
a
have to
lot.
look at this. Our children are going to be looking at this. in
We're
a few
old
years.
friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Who are you? And
She's still one of the boys, right?
exactly. That's why I told it.
Why don't you give him a few words? Encouragement.
you blew it.
I blew it.
And furthermore, Fred, you really suck, but we're having a what? Who's she anyway?
This is I'm the just about even Kevin.
How do you feel about this? How are you feeling up there?
I feel good. I feel
What happened to the jeans?
the jeans.
I feel good. I feel tall.
Something wrong with your jeans?
I
What about
white.
children?
I feel white.
Do you feel Jewish?
You look like you
I feel Jewish. I feel
Can you tell the crowd
married.
your name, please?
Did he say that you were going to help her be more Jewish?
Green.
Thank you.
This is some
Is that what
case I
it's
go
gonna be?
back on it.
Hyphenated?
That's why green.
You're going to hyphenate your name?
She is.
What are you, a chump?
Now she's got a middle
Already
name.
with the microphone, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
I'll be back to work.
I might not, you know?
We're
Haven't
old friends.
decided yet.
We're going to dance the night away.
We're getting this from all sides.
Thank you very much, Chris Stanley, former bridegroom.
Good evening. We're here tonight with some of the relatives of those involved here. Are you a relative?
Fred's grandmother. What do you mean I'm a relative? I'm Fred's grandmother.
Well, that's quite an accomplishment.
And how?
Did you ever fear that Fred maybe wouldn't get married someday?
I never feared, no.
You always knew he would get married.
Sure, Dan.
What about you? Did you think Joanne would always get married someday? Huh?
Definitely. I had my doubts. Had my doubts.
What was it?
Is this being recorded?
What was it? No, of course not. What was it that made you doubt that Joanne would someday get married?
She didn't die.
No, and growing up, every time she went out with a fellow, she loved him. I mean, he was great. He was wonderful. She was very excited.
But she's always been sort of career-oriented.
It's Fred. It changed.
It changed? Would you agree with that?
Yes, I did.
Who's the first guy she ever went out with? What was he like? Were you?
Want to talk about
Who remembers?
Oh, wait a minute.
He's here.
He's here?
Yeah, First Love is here. Bubbie Spector. When they were in the fifth grade.
This is a scoop.
Yeah. I once threw him out of the house.
You once threw Bubbie Spector out of the house?
No.
And he had the nerve to come here tonight?
He was invited.
The fifth grade he's here?
I think
Which
so.
one is Bubbie Spector? We've got to find Bubbie Spector right away.
We don't want to know.
Is that Bubbie Spector? I would like to just get
We
his...
don't want to know Bubbie Spector.
Why not? What's wrong with Bubbie Spector?
Because
That's a pass.
she's married to Fred.
Pass.
Fred is my grandson. That's all I want to know.
That's the pass.
Well, but you know, the past is always prologue, and I want to get Bubbie Spector.
If I were you, I would get Spector. Forget the
The
grandmother.
past is old, but we go back 5,000 years, and we can't just erase Bubbie Spector off the picture. I mean, it's
He's
not...
not in between the 5,000 years.
What?
Fred is not in between the 5,000 years.
Fred only goes back, what, about 25, 30 years?
Those
That's
who
all.
don't remember the past, the condemned, give me a shot. would
Reverend
you?
Jim Jones has
Give me
joined
a
us
shot.
tonight.
Give me a shot, man. Was that the get-down ceremony or the back-home thing? What
Excuse
was
me, are you
yeah.
Bubbie Spector?
I am, Bubbie. In the fifth grade, I dated Joanne Rosewell. You know what she was reading?
We have an imposter Bubbie Spector here. This is getting more incredible by the moment.
Bubbie Spector in it.
She was reading Eldridge Cleaver. I came into the bedroom and she was reading Eldridge Cleaver. I said, yes,
we'll be-
Kane.
We'll be
And
right
the little
back.